What's good, YouTube? Today we're going to be reacting to the worst rebrands of companies. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe. Let's get into it.
Sometimes you need a fresh start. You gotta change shit up, find new opportunities for yourself, and as people who create something, you just gotta pivot. Now, sometimes rebrands can go perfectly. The audience will like it, everything will be going well, but other times, it just backfires. And I feel like with rebranding, you kind of just have to slowly change whatever it is you're making until you kind of reach that point. I feel like a lot of times when people make sudden changes, that's normally when it doesn't really go well. I figured we'd start with a recent example, Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat has been a huge target on TikTok after saying he was done streaming. He did a subathon, I think like 6 months ago, and then he just dipped. In early 2026, he dropped a video called I Quit. And watching the video, a lot of people said that it just looked like he was trying too hard to be in a documentary. There's no reason to be recording a video on a 3DS in 2026. And I do really like the idea of Kai improving himself. I feel like that would just be dumb if I was hating on that for no reason. But I feel like he's just putting on a performance while doing it. So in the video he made saying he quit, he made a channel called Kai's Mind. And in a lot of these videos, he is reading to improve his speaking skills, which is great. But then he'll do some shit at the end of the video where he like shows the timer and then he'll like speed read. We see the timer. You're good, bro. We believe you. And I think in late 2024, early 2025, around that time, Kai Cenat was accused of having an emotional stylist, which I feel like he has been on that performative wave already. Like one clip I could definitely give an example of. He was asked what song would describe your outfit. And this is what he said.
So if you can describe your outfit with a song, what would it be?
Viva La Vida by Cosplay.
Okay, I'm not even gonna lie.
You know who that is?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Coldplay.
Oh, Coldplay.
Yeah.
He really said cosplay. God, bro, we can't be serious right now. Like, I feel like he just has to let it go and just accept the fact that he's not niche. And of course, the biggest part of Kai's rebrand is his clothing brand called Vivette. I think the idea of him not...
One thing I have to talk about that thing about Vivid, bro. I'm not ever buying clothing for that brand or whatever it is, bro. I gotta go buy myself a $1,000 Balenciaga.
Really streaming much anymore and just focusing on the brand. Like, I think that's all cool, right? It's his decision at the end of the day. If I was him, I definitely wouldn't quit streaming, at least for a long while. But it seems like, again, he's just trying to clip farm for some kind of documentary.
Bro quit streaming for me to join.
Wants to be in. In which, I mean, I don't really care about it that much, but I just think the memes about it are funny. Next, we got Kwebbelkop. And you know, Kai's rebrand, when it comes to Kwebbelkops, it doesn't even compare. Like, Kai's rebrand was way better than this. Back in 2023, Kwebbelkop decided that he was done, and he was going full AI. At this point, bro, just retire. Like, why are you even going full AI? That just defeats the whole purpose of creating content. You are the creative person behind it. You are the creative mind. This dude just
chat, actually, low-key, before doing, like, going full on with this Twitch stuff, I tried doing YouTube Shorts automation. Yeah, that did not work, bro. I got 0 views for three out of 3 videos.
You know
I
what?
got 0
I'm
views.
gonna automate shitty ass Instagram reels where my character just says,
"Whoa, whoa, whoa,"
every single time. Or actually, I just checked his TikTok page currently, and now he's just making these weird ass AI videos where he's getting chased by a lion or he's driving a sports car out of a military jet or something. And at this point, people are just telling him to pack this shit up. And I agree, man. You gotta just pack it up. AI generating the entire page is crazy. But I guess Kwebbelkop came back onto YouTube after all these years. He's made videos with Jelly and a few other people, but the AI shit just cooked his reputation. A lot of people just decided not to watch him anymore because of that. Or maybe people forgot about him. I'm not really sure. But either way, that AI shit had to be one of the worst creator brand decisions I've ever seen. And just to show you what some of these videos felt like watching, I'm sorry for putting you through this, but this is it.
Bumbling through brush, my botanical escapade continues. Snagged on leaves, but hey, more crafting.
Bro, what the f is you even talking about, bro?
Yeah, this shit is so buns. There's no way I'm firing up a video where his AI-ass character is like, bumbling through brush, my botanical escapade continues. Like, what the f does that shit even mean? But anyways, next we have JoJo Siwa. I know this example is kind of dated, but whatever. So this happened a couple years ago now, and JoJo Siwa was this kids TV show star. She would be in like kids bop songs and shit like that in like the 2010s, and I think that's what most people remember her for, right? And eventually I think she just started making her own music, and her top song has 1 billion views. That's gotta be enough to retire your whole family. Damn. And obviously, as you grow up, you gotta change how you make your content and whatnot. So she decided that she had to pivot in a different direction. But this shit was not it. She dropped this song called Karma, where she was wearing this and a couple other music videos she made for the project. She was doing weird ass emotes. And obviously, since this shit was a complete 180, everybody was just like, what the happened? Everybody was cooking her in the comments. People are even still, to this day, frying her for the rebrand. Another one of her songs she made was called Guilty Pleasure. And, you know, the music video starts off with JoJo Siwa's Pleasure House.
Nuke the whole generation.
Yeah, bro, I'm done. I'm not watching this. Watching that's not even worth it for the bills. I can't even lie. Speaking of the bills, go to usecheeky.com and you...
bro, give me the freaking ad, bro. Frick you.
You could get 10%. It was just buds, along with these weird ass music video visuals. And I feel like this project did not warrant a tour, but apparently she did a tour for it. And during one of her shows on tour, she started crashing out at somebody for booing her. Then she yelled at them, you know what? Fuck you! And she thought everybody in the crowd was gonna be wowed. They were gonna think that was really tough. And I think a year after her Karma era, or whatever it's called, she just realized that she was being performative. And she regretted this whole Karma rebrand thing. It seems like she goes through like a new phase every single year at this point, because I guess she's doing a new one this year. I don't know anymore, man. But moving on, we got Mark Zuckerberg. If anybody were to look at Mark Zuckerberg back in like 2020,
what's up with the GOAT, Mark?
Everybody would have been like, that dude does not look human. Everybody had a conspiracy going that this dude was genuinely a lizard. But at the beginning of 2025, Mark Zuckerberg completely changed his look. And I guess it's because that he was trying to get more into fashion. He was making these meta glasses, so he said it made sense for him to change up his whole appearance. Now, I think people were just debating whether this was just a midlife crisis or he was just like, you know what, man, I'm sick of people... What the hell was that? I'm sick of people calling me a lizard. I think it's time for me to up my fashion game. I mean, I guess that makes sense. If he's selling glasses, he might as well. Zuck, I think we got some work to do with the t-shirts. I don't know what this shirt says. It says AUT Zuck something. We got to go back to the drawing board, bro. I'm rocking Vivette over this. And not only do people reshape their image, but so do companies. Now, a lot of these rebranded logos that companies have been making for the past few years, they've been ass. I can't even lie. Like, for example, the Pringles logo. Like, what happened to this dude? Most of these brands were going for oversimplified logos, and they were just making them overly corporate. Like, where the f did his hair go? And they just took all the detail out of his mustache. And not only that, they got rid of the yellow text. When you look at the box, it doesn't even freaking pop anymore. It just sucks. How is that even gonna draw anybody's attention? Walmart. You might be asking yourself, what change? I don't see any change. Yeah, I don't either. They spent $1 million on this shit. They must have just did a little work in Photoshop, you know, turn up the saturation a little bit, the contrast, and that was it. To be honest with you, man, I don't even think I should be calling this a rebrand, but I'm putting it in the video anyway, because they spent $1 million on this shit. And they got clowned so badly the moment this shit dropped. Everybody thought they were trolling because this shit just was comedic. They're just burning money at this point. I don't know who in that meeting really thought it was a good idea to change Walmart's logo, but listen, man, whoever it was, you better pack your shit because you're definitely getting fired. Now, arguably one of the worst rebrands of all time had to be Twitter to X. Why X? I don't understand. Twitter was just fine. In July of 2023, this dude, Elon Musk, bought Twitter and changed it to X. I don't know why Elon thought people were gonna start calling it X, but that shit's not gonna happen. To most people, it's just still called Twitter. And after the name change, nothing has really changed in the layout. He just changed a bunch of policies for content on there. And let's just say, do not open that shit in public. Actually, you know what? Matter of fact, do not open that shit at all. You could be having the greatest day of your life, and the moment you open Twitter and just see some fucked up shit, yeah, it's ruined. But next we have Firefox. And fuck it, man, we'll throw in Microsoft Edge too. Because these two companies went down pretty similar paths with their logo redesign. But I don't know what these new logos are, man. But they suck. They're terrible. I get the Frutiger Arrow shit's dead. Like, we gotta move on from that. And they gotta change up their logo a little bit. Firefox, they, once again, just took all the detail out of the fox. The globe is just completely gone. And then Microsoft Edge, they just got rid of the E altogether. They just took everything that was cool about the logo and got rid of it. I'm not heated about these logo changes or anything. I've gotten used to it, but every time I look at the Microsoft Edge logo, I would be lying to
I don't even use Microsoft Edge, bro. I use Chrome.
myself if I said it was a good logo. And the most recent one that happened was with Cracker Barrel. Now with Cracker Barrel, they changed more than just the logo. They changed the entire layout. First of all, they got rid of the iconic man leaning on the barrel, but they made the inside of it look like a coffee shop. And to nobody's surprise at all, they got a bunch of backlash on this rebrand. So they ended up going back to the old logo. But to be honest with you, man, that was probably the best move for them to make. Everybody on TikTok is absolutely shitting on your logo and your whole redesign. So there's no way you're gonna have a lot of returning customers after that. But they also do a lot of marketing on TikTok. And during this whole ordeal, they were getting cooked in the comments. And I talk about it in this video right here.
Alright, chat. YouTube, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, comment, let me know how you guys felt about this, all the rebrands. But yeah, go subscribe to the main channel. New vlog coming out this week.